In this video, we are going to see the continuation of the 100 Dresses Part 1. So far, we have seen about the three different characters Wanda, Peggy, and Maddie. Now, we are going to see about Maddie's feeling about Wanda. As for Wanda, she was just some girl who lived up on Bogan Heights and stood alone in the schoolyard. She scarcely ever said anything to anybody. The only time she talked was in the schoolyard about her 100 dresses. Maddie remembered her telling about one of her dresses, pale blue with colored trimmings, and she remembered another that was brilliant jungle green with a red chase. You would look like a Christmas tree in that, the girls had said in a pretended admiration. Earlier, we have seen that Maddie started thinking about writing a text to Peggy not to make fun of Wanda. And after that, she has concluded that Peggy is her best friend and Peggy is liked by all, so Peggy will not do any mistake. So she concluded not to write a note to Peggy about Wanda. And now she is thinking about who is Wanda to her. For her, Wanda is just like some other girl who is studying in her class, and she never ever had a friendly talk with Wanda. The only thing she remembered about Wanda was she was standing in the schoolyard and describing about her green dress and her blue dress. Next, we move on to next paragraph. Thinking about Wanda and her 100 dresses, all lined up in the closet, Maddie began to wonder who was going to win the drawing and coloring contest for girls. This contest consisted of designing dresses, and for boys, for designing motorboats. Probably Peggy would win girls' medal. Peggy drew better than anyone else in the room. At least that was what everybody thought. She could copy a picture in a magazine or some film star's head so that you could almost tell who it was. Oh, Maddie was sure Peggy would win. Well, tomorrow the teacher was going to announce the winners, then they would know. While thinking about Wanda, she had the another thought about the drawing and coloring competition that was held earlier. And the competition for boys is like designing motorboats, and for girls, it is designing dresses. And Maddie is thinking that Peggy would win because she drew well among the peoples in her class, and she might take some popular film actress or movie star's face and try to replicate it so that everyone could understand or everyone could recognize what she has drawn. The next day, it was drizzling. Maddie and Peggy hurried to school under Peggy's umbrella. Naturally, on a day like this, they did not want for Wanda Petronsky they did not wait for Wanda Petronsky on the corner of Oliver Street, this street that was far away under the railroad tracks and up the hill led to Bogan Heights. Anyway, they weren't taking chances on being late today because today was important. Do you think Miss Mason will announce the winners today? Asked Peggy. Oh, I hope so. The minute we get in, said Maddie. Of course, you will win, Peg. Hope so, said Peggy eagerly. Now, the next day, they were on the way to school, and normally they will wait for Wanda to come to have a little chat and fun with her. But today is an important day because the teacher is going to announce the winners of the competition. So they decided not to wait for Wanda. And Maddie is saying that Peggy might win this drawing contest, and Peggy is also hoping that she would win. The minute they entered the classroom, they stopped short and gasped. There were drawings all over the room, on every ledge and windowsill, dazzling colors and brilliant, lavish designs, all drawn on a great sheets of wrapping paper. There must have been 100 of them all lined up. These must be the drawings for the contest. They were. Everybody stopped and whistled or murmured admiringly. As soon as the class had assembled, Miss Mason announced the winners. Jack Beggles had won for the boys, she said, and his design of an outboard motor was on exhibition in room 13, along with the sketches by all the other boys. Now that they have entered, and their classroom is filled with drawings, and these might be the drawings that contested for the drawing competition. And the teacher entered and she announced the winner for boys, and the winner is Jack Beggles, and his drawing was about an outboard motor, and it is kept for display in room number 12 along with the other designs for boys. As for girls, she said, although just one or two sketches were submitted by most, one girl and room 13 should be proud of her. This one girl actually drew 100 drawings, all that, sorry, all different and all beautiful. In the opinion of judges, any one of the drawings is worthy of winning the prize. I am very happy to say that Wanda Petronsky is the winner of girls medal. Unfortunately, Wanda had been absent from school for some days and is not there to receive the applause that is due to her. Let us hope she will be back tomorrow. Now, class, you may file around the room quietly and look at her exquisite drawings. The children busted into applause, and even the boys were glad to have a chance to stamp on the floor, put their fingers in their mouths, and whistle, though they were not interested in dresses. Look, Peg, whispered Maddie. There is that blue one she told us about. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, Peg. And here is a green one. Boy, and I thought I could draw. And finally, the winner for girls drawing competition is Wanda Petronsky, and she had drawn all different 100 designs of dresses. And Miss Mason says for competition she got one or two entries from a single person, but it is only Wanda who had brought 100 entries for this drawing competition. And as per the judges view, any one of her drawing is worth giving the first place. And these two girls were seeing about the blue dress and the green dress which Wanda used to talk about.